Well, Dr. Thole Motshekga, a historian and cultural expert, joins us now on the line for more. Doctor, compliments to you. Welcome, even though on a sad note. How would you describe the late Peter Magubane's legacy in the field of photojournalism, as well as its impact on documenting the apartheid era here in South Africa?
A victory and guardian of our culture has fallen. Our condolences to the family and friends. In the Magubane's photo pictures are the original forms of writing in Africa. If you recall the hieroglyphic scripture, they convey, these photos convey a deeper meaning than the written word. Mandela Magubane's photojournalism captured the apartheid atrocities in the most vivid and lively form and made the horrors of apartheid to be part of our national memory and inspire us to join the national liberation movement that sought to overthrow the apartheid colonial.
Yes, Doctor. Look, Magubane is described as a fearless photographer. Please elaborate on the challenges as well as risks that he faced, while of course documenting the injustices of apartheid in the 1970s and 1980s.
The challenges are that at that time, journalists like himself were regarded as enemy agents and who could not only be caught in the crossfire, but would also be targeted as part of the regime agenda to eliminate anybody who was seen as advancing and promoting the national liberation struggle. Mm-hmm. So the fact that he was able to be in the front line and capture the original images which depicted truly and fully what was happening in the country, makes that his own life was in danger, but he put the interest of the country above his own personal security.
And Dr. Look, Magubane also covered very pivotal moments, as you've alluded to, in South African history, including, of course, the Thole Massacre, Mandela's trial, and, as mentioned before, the Soweto uprising. So how did his photographs contribute to shaping international perceptions of apartheid and the struggle of liberation?
You will know that the champion of the anti-apartheid struggle outside the country was Oliver Tambo. Mm-hmm. But Oliver Tambo would not be able to convey the message to the international community because he was not an eyewitness. Mm-hmm. But through the work of Magubane, Oliver Tambo was able to convince the international community of the atrocities of apartheid and convince them that apartheid is a crime against humanity. And that's why we can, without a shadow of doubt, say that the declaration of apartheid as a crime against humanity is a result of the work that Magubane did and by informing the leadership in exile of what is actually happening on the ground.
And Dr. Look, he was also entrusted with documenting Nelson Mandela's first year of freedom after his release. Talk to us about how his relationship with Mandela influenced his work and what insight did his photographs provide into Madiba's post-prison life?
Magubane was a freedom fighter, and he has fearlessly associated with other freedom fighters like Nelson Mandela. But he identified his terrain, identified the type of contribution that he could make, and he chose a photo journalism, which was no less important than other forms of the struggle.
Look, he also faced multiple detentions, Doctor, arrests, and survived being shot 17 times. Talk to us about how these personal challenges actually shaped his work and commitment to documenting the struggle against apartheid.
As I said, that he had a personal commitment to the advancement and promotion of the freedom of his people. And he thought that regardless of the challenges, the dangers, he would continue and carry on the struggle.
Doctor, thank you so much for your contributions there. That was Dr. Thole Motshekga, a historian as well as cultural expert on the passing of struggle era photojournalist Peter Magubane.